Tonight at 6, a student-run newspaper at one of our state's largest public universities is coming under fire from Lieutenant Governor-elect Micah Beckwith.
It all surrounds the paper's election issue. Emily Longnecker shares the post that started it all, along with response from the paper's editors at IU and the new lieutenant governor.
The lieutenant governor-elect says he stands by his post. One of the paper's co-editors says the paper stands by its front page. This is the cover of the Indiana Daily Student, Indiana University's student-run newspaper. In a post on X, Indiana's new lieutenant governor called it, quote, elite leftist propaganda. The cover shows the profile of President-elect Donald Trump. Woven into his image are quotes from former cabinet members and advisors. All of those quotes are critical.
His resounding victory in Tuesday's election, despite the fact that he had so many detractors, including former members of his cabinet officials, demonstrates his resilience with the American people. 72 million people decided that they wanted him to be the next president of the United States.
The co-editor of the Indiana Daily Student says the design was to show President-elect Trump's victory despite such criticism.
So we felt that something visually striking like that would demonstrate just how divisive this thing was. Half the country, a lot of them are devastated. The other half, many of them feel very vindicated by this, feel like their voice is being reflected by the president.
Indiana's new lieutenant governor saw it differently. He made this post on X, saying the cover was, quote, why most of America looks at higher education indoctrination centers like IU as a complete joke and waste of money. Beckwith went on to say, quote, this type of elitist leftist propaganda needs to stop, or we will be happy to stop it for them. The paper's co-editor says the Indiana Daily Student welcomes criticism of what the paper publishes because it creates dialogue. She does have concerns, though, about part of Beckwith's post.
The tail end of his tweet kind of suggests that he would use his position as lieutenant governor to control what we publish in the future. That was deeply concerning to us.
In response to an email asking about his post on X, the lieutenant governor-elect said in a statement, quote, there were 2 assassination attempts on President Trump's life due to inflammatory language and illustrations like what the Indiana Daily Student published. While I support their practice of freedom of speech, it appears from their publication that they don't know that our country is a republic. I will work to make sure our state tax dollars are wisely used and that this type of woke propaganda receives no taxpayer support directly or indirectly. The paper's co-editor says the paper is funded by ad revenues and events and that they also pay a tax to IU for the building space they use. A university spokesperson says the newspaper is editorially independent of the university. We also reached out to Governor-elect Braun's office for comment. They had no comment. Emily Longnecker, 13 News.